Hey, guys, listen, it's Friday night. I don't always come in on Friday night, but I'm here tonight, okay? So, choo, choo. And we're going to get on the express train. So, y'all know what your ticket is. Hit that like button. That's your ticket on this train. I'm glad you're here with me, hanging out on this Friday night. Happy Friday, Friday the 13th. Did you ever watch those movies growing up? I'm not a scary movie person. I'm the type of person that the scary movie, I'll watch it and then that night and probably several nights after, like I'm having crazy bad dreams of people chasing me, trying to kill me, trying to do stuff to me. So I'm not into, scary movies. And the last kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a scary movie or what type of movie you want to call it, the Chainsaw Massacre. When I saw that, because I love watching shows based on true stories. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm done. Because that was based on a true story and it freaked me all the way out. I'm glad you're here today. Hey, Shan. I'm glad you're here. You said you fed up. I hope. Are you serious? Happy Friday, Diva. I quit my job today. LOL. Oh my God. I hope you're not serious. I hope you're joking. But I did hear nurses are, a lot of nurses in different states are going on strike. They're being done dirty. But okay, guys. But I'm not a scary movie person. But are y'all? So listen, we about to get into these hot topics, these trending topics on a Friday night. Get your ticket for the express train, okay? I'm going to let some of the ticket holders in the building, okay? Hey, on Robin.
Hey,
How
I
you
don't do those
doing?
scary movies. I'm good. I don't do those scary movies. So instead of that Friday, whatever the 13th you go on, let's have two others. Like let's go to music. Thank God it's Friday. Or living it up, living it up, living it up. Oh yeah. Friday night. That's what
Yes,
I like to do.
there you go. Hey, Sebastian.
Hey Diva, first of all, I want to address the nurses on strike and tell them if you truly went into nursing to serve the
Oh,
community,
don't do that.
you'd know very well you got to put aside the salary and the
Don't do
benefits
that.
and think of your
Don't
patients.
do
I'm
that.
going to get dragged, but it's okay.
Don't take
Do
think of
you
the
not do you
patients.
not
Think
know who's
about the
on the line with
nurses.
Sebastian? Do you not know that my specialty is collective bargaining labor law? That's my passion. That's
I
my
almost
love.
went
That's my
into
and
nursing,
do
and
you
I'm saying
understand we're
this.
working? We're going to talk offline. We're going to fight. But the strikes in New York City have been canceled. They have been. They're all over for both Montefiore Hospital and Mount Sinai.
And
Oh,
They
they
settled.
settled.
Presbyterian,
That's
They
good.
settled the
Well,
contract.
hold on, guys. Chef Kev, welcome into the building. Shan, you dropped off. You don't. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Hey, Chef Kev,
Hey, how y'all doing?
doing well. Hey, Candy.
Hey, I'm a nurse and I understand the strikes.
That I'm
Yes.
trying to tell you. So am I. That's why I'm like Sebastian. You know Sebastian like to do what he do.
I
Hey,
almost
Candy.
became a nurse.
I'm not on strike.
She
Sebastian, don't
quit.
talk about stuff you don't know about to start.
Ooh.
Let's get
Oh,
him.
Don't
Let's
talk
get him.
about
damn.
Wait,
nursing. You're
hold
not
on.
a
You want to
nurse.
see a turbulence? We didn't even pull out yet.
No,
We didn't even pull out
because
the
there's
table yet.
nurses,
A fight on
including
the
me.
platform.
No, there's six-figure nurses. I'm a six-figure girl, okay? So don't play with me.
Kudos to you.
We no, don't just say, oh, because you should stick it out because of this and strike. If you're not a nurse, don't talk about it. Thank
Woo,
Tell
you.
him, man. Tell him.
woo.
Because
Solidarity
it's
God,
like we
forever.
go through so much. I don't need your commentary right now
oh,
about that. Thank
Oh,
you.
Especially being a nurse
security.
during COVID, it was no joke.
Yeah,
I
everybody want to
commend
think
all
it's all
No
nurses. I
joke.
love
okay.
all nurses.
Stand down,
My mother's a
Sebastian. You ain't gonna
nurse.
win.
I almost became a nurse. My mother's a nurse. I almost became a
No,
nurse.
because you just said it was all. It was don't go on strike because of salary. We don't go on strike because of salary. There's so much. There's a million things.
I know my mother actually almost went on strike herself, but she didn't due to the fact the companies did settle.
Okay, so
Sebastian, let it go. Let it go.
stand down,
No, I,
Sebastian.
I don't. Excuse me, I don't get dragged. No, 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 no. I don't get dragged. I
You
drag
about to
people.
get dragged
Oh, you
because
about
I'm
to
not
get
in
it
the
from
mood for
You
everybody.
about to
you
get jumped. You better calm
talking
down.
on stuff you
Listen,
don't know about. You
security.
stick to what you do, and we stick to what we do.
I love nurses.
Security.
Nothing's
Thank
wrong
you.
with nurses. I love nurses. I'm just saying.
No, because you
You're
like to
about to get
comment on
jumped,
stuff
not
like you
dragged. It's
have,
different.
You
you
being
know, like you
disrespectful
have some
wholesale.
knowledge.
I'm not
Yeah, you be
disrespecting.
just
I'm
no.
Yeah, you are
supporting y'all.
disrespectful. Your
But
first
also
Like
first
gotta
if
put
Chef
you
thing.
patients
Kev,
wanted
first
to
Chef
be
too.
a
Kev,
nurse, you
Chef
would
Kev,
stick it out.
security. Can you be the chef
Oh,
in
if you really
security?
went into it for the right reasons, because
Hey,
nurses don't just
Sebastian,
quit
come get
over
a
the
drink.
money. Nurses
Sebastian,
sometimes
come
quit
get a
if they
drink.
feel like their license are at risk, they're understaffed, they have back pain, they get sick.
I
They
agree
like
with
really are
y'all.
to their breaking point. So let
My
me
Hey,
just
mother,
Sebastian,
entertain
come get
you
a drink. Come
real
get a drink.
quick.
Chop it up.
I already
I gotta
told
Thank
make
you.
Sebastian a drink. I got to make Sebastian a drink. That's what
I
it is.
drank
So
a
he
Shirley
drank.
Temple. That's
Wait, Diva, am I just in time to help the crew snatch up Sebastian too?
And
Oh,
you
wait,
are.
wait,
that's my point.
wait.
And we all
Diva,
can have our own opinion, but don't go saying, "Oh,
He about to get jumped.
if you went to nursing for the right reasons, you wouldn't go on strike. You wouldn't let the pay stop you." Nurses don't
He
just
said
go
what?
on strike because
that's
of
not
the
what I
pay.
said. That's not what I said.
Something
Okay,
to
No.
that
listen.
effect.
That's not
Yes,
what I
you did.
Security,
Something to
security's
that
in the
effect. And I'm
building.
sorry, Diva, to be all, rah, 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 rah. But
I
I
said
really
I
don't
love
like to just
nurses.
comment on
I'm
certain
just
things
saying
just
you
to be
gotta put.
cute.
That was your cleanup line. Okay, let's get on the track. Choo,
Okay,
Yeah, let's
choo.
get back onto track.
Tell Sebastian.
they're pulling up the station. Okay, everybody got their ticket. I'm sorry, fellow passengers out there. We did have a small altercation on car number 2, but it has now been settled. Okay, all is well. You know, the nurses got into it with a non-nurse, but they're saying that all is well now. Okay, they're okay. They made
No,
up.
there's
And,
nothing well over here. No,
oh,
I'm kidding.
Well, then you
Okay,
must be
good.
escorted
I'm
off the
kidding. I'm kidding.
plane.
No, I just wanted to, enlighten you a little bit. That's
I
it.
know, Shan. I
You're
love
well,
all
you.
good.
Thank
You're
you for
all
your
good. I
okay.
love your
opinion, Shan.
commentary,
Well, listen,
Sebastian. I have
guys.
no issue with you, but I just can't hold it in when I have certain opinions.
I know, Shan. I
Okay.
know you're just playing, Shan. I love you. Don't worry.
Okay, so security. Thank you, Miss G. We got security. We are separating them. We thought all was well, but one is going to be on car 2. The other is going to be on car 3. Chef Kev, you're in the building. It's Friday night. it's the 13th. People had a rough week at work. Will you be serving on that car tonight?
I'm over serving. I ain't even checking the ID. Come on, let's go. It's the weekend. Let's get it in.
Let's get it
It's
Yay.
a
in.
long weekend. Let's get it in.
Okay, the bar car is open. Chef Kev is in the
Free
building.
Long Island. Top shelf.
Top shelf. Okay, all aboard. Please stay on track. We're going to try to stay on track here. Okay, so listen, guys, here we go. We got some things to talk about. Have you ever had an ex? They don't want you no more, but they don't want nobody else to want you either.
Oh,
Okay,
Mm.
so they're good if they with somebody and you single, but then as soon as they see you with somebody, they got a little issue. They want to throw some smoke in the game. No pun intended, smoke. Okay. So they want to throw some smoke in the game. So Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, in my humble opinion, they're both still in love with each other. Because when you no longer in love with somebody, you just don't be bothered. Okay. You let them go over there and do whatever it is they do, and you don't even see them. But what Kanye does is he likes to get up underneath Kim's skin because he's, you know what, and I don't like to do the typical thing, but tonight I'm gonna do the typical thing. He's a typical male that had him a wife, and the Bible said when you find yourself a wife, you found yourself a good thing. All the ladies in the house, do you agree?
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, true,
Sorry.
true.
Yeah.
So when you find when you find yourself your wife, you find yourself a good thing.
Not a
He found
Depends
criteria.
on the wife. Depends on the wife.
it
Oh my
depends.
God, security.
Not
Kardashian.
necessarily. Not
Wait,
necessarily. That's
the conductor is still making announcements. I will let y'all in a minute, okay? So, but the Bible says, back to the announcement, when you find yourself a wife, you have found yourself a good thing. Or if you find yourself a partner, you have found yourself a good thing. So what happened with Kanye was he found himself a wife. They got married. They had 4 kids. Somewhere along the line, he got tired of her. And he was with his binoculars looking out and said, "Oh, the grass over there looks better." So finally he left. He went over there to the grass over there. And then he found out, you know what, this ain't so good. This ain't so good. I don't like this grass over here. I want to go back to my grass over there. But Kim was like, you left. I'm good. We're done. So ever since he left, Every woman he thinks, come on, Emmanuel. I'm trying to tell you, bring the verse, okay? Bring the verse to me. Thank you. Okay. So ever since he left, every person he has dated, they have high level similarities to Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
So he disappeared for a while. He was out of sight. We couldn't find him. People was looking for him because they wanted to serve him with lawsuit papers. They couldn't find him. Then all of a sudden he reappears with this woman looking like Kim Kardashian. And then all of a sudden, people that are close to him and this female leaked to TMC that they had some type of ceremony celebrating their love. He's walking around with a wedding band on. Okay, we didn't see no paperwork yet filed in no courthouse, but he's calling this chick his wife. Okay, calling this chick his wife. And so TMZ put the story out, and as soon as Kim woke up and found out, she darn near fell off her seat. And she puts all these cryptic messages on social media, and they were all aimed at Kanye and his new boo. And my thing is, if you're not bothered, why the messages? Why the messages? Because you know why the messages? Because you still in love with Kanye, and Kanye is still in love with you.
Oh, you're gonna get dragged even. Ooh.
Okay, I'm just trying to tell you what the facts is. Okay, so let's just see these little cryptic messages that she wrote here. Okay, the first one she wrote and she deleted. In my quiet girl, I'm in my quiet girl era. I don't have much to say. Okay, so I don't have much to say because all I got
That
stuff to
girl
do.
never been quiet.
Okay, then wait, let's continue on here. But that wasn't enough. She deleted it. She deleted it. And then she wrote something like, she said, you know what? She said, when people love you, they want to see you win and they help you win. Then she also said the black sheep turns into the goat. She trying to tell his new wife or his new boo, you got a black sheep, so good luck. And here's the thing. If you done, why aren't you done? I'll start with you, Robin. Is Kim still in love with Kanye and Kanye still in love with Kim?
If I might recite something that a friend of mine said when I was a college student, I'll never forget. I will
Mm-hmm.
say one word. She used the pejorative N word, so I'm going to change N to people. And
Uh-huh.
this is what she said: people. When you think you're there, when you think you're theirs, they don't want to be yours. But the minute you act like you're not theirs, they want to be yours.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Catch that, people. Catch that, people. So you're pretty much saying that yes, they're both still in love with each other.
Yeah, and you know what? They're made for each other. They deserve each other. They're both very yeah. They
We
need to be together and leave the rest of the world alone. But yeah, I think that there's something there. Crazy as he is and as thirsty as she is, they fit.
Do, do you
Oh,
think that he married this chick?
Oh, they're not married. They had a ceremony. I went in my Q-tip voice. They had a ceremony. They didn't file any papers, so it's not official. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's either for show and publicity, or it might be one of Kanye's manic acts.
Oh
It might.
my.
oh, oh.
You know it. Like if you knew all of this stuff, like forget about Kanye for a minute. If you knew all of this stuff about a man, would you get with him?
The truth is, if it was me, and if it was me who I am today, and Kanye who he is today, I marry him. I go on a publicity tour expressing my love for him. I probably would have gotten a prenup, which would have gave me good, strong bank in the end, and then I'd be rid of him. I'm not. I'm nutsy, but I ain't crazy. But yeah, I
Oh,
do it.
okay. Sebastian, Kim and Kanye, what's going on?
Kim likes Kanye, and Kim. I'm gonna have to say this, and I know I'm gonna get dragged. Kim knows that yes, the sex tape did give her fame, but at the end of the day, she needs to also acknowledge that Kanye put her higher.
That's
Um,
true.
Kanye did put Kim higher. You diva, don't make that face. Kanye did put Kim higher. Um, Also, we need to also acknowledge the fact that Kim has a tendency to go for men who are lower,
Mm.
so she could try to bring them high, but she'll never marry them. The ones that she's married, well, the one that she's been married to the longest, which is Kanye, was higher than her. So that means she climbed off of Kanye. Um,
So, Sebastian, one minute you saying she looks for lower so she could bring them higher, but with
no, she
Kanye, he
dates
was,
lower. She dates lower, but
uh-huh.
she marries high.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
she would have never gotten married to Pete, because last time I checked, they were engaged. He proposed before they broke up.
Okay.
So my thing is, good that Kanye's married to Bianca Censori. If they are truly married, she's doing a good job at keeping him good in the terms of PR. We don't hear him saying problematic stuff. Sh-
True.
We don't hear him acting problematic either.
True.
You know what?
How long has it been?
Raise
Okay,
my
I'm starting to
champagne
like
glass.
Bianca.
I am
I'm starting to
toasting for
like
Kanye
Bianca.
and Bianca. I'm toasting for them.
Well, you know what? Hashtag toast to Bianca. Bianca, what is Bianca and Kanye?
Censori.
Cause you know what, Sebastian, you are correct. She's changed him. She's keeping him under control. He needs a female in his life, obviously. Yeah, well, you know what? Cheers to them. You are correct, Sebastian. Cheers.
Kudos.
But do you think that he's still in love with Kim?
Oh, he was with her for 8 years. 8 years is very hard to come over, of course.
Yes.
But you know what? She might get rid of that love for Kim because now she's probably taking care of him. She's probably cooking for him.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably doing a lot of good things for him to not be running out here saying problematic stuff about Jews or black people. So, Bianca, oh, that's what Bianca is? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
she is. So that's why I gave her a little bit of the side eye. But you know what? Because they worked together before. But here's the thing. She is now the what do we label this relationship? Because they had a informal ceremony. She's a
spiritual
common law
married.
wife. Do we call her the common law wife?
Spiritual wife.
Okay, I like that, Sebastian. You
She's a
coming through tonight.
spiritual wife. Their
She's a spiritual wife.
souls have been blended, and I'm
Yes.
raising my champagne glass. Hopefully she's able to pop out a child if she can.
Now
She'll
see,
be
now
secured.
Sebastian.
She'll be secured. She'll be secured. Let her pop out a child if she wants to. Good job, Bianca. You have him not acting a whole fool out in these streets. Good. Good.
They say when you find a woman, you find yourself a good thing. So Kanye did it again. Okay, Shan, what's up? Kim, Kanye, and Bianca, who has seemed to change him.
Honestly, they say she looked like Kim Kardashian, but like 92% of the women of that race look like Kim Kardashian on Instagram. There's a lot of Kim Kardashians on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's in love with him. I think she's bored. I feel like Kim, she can't have the attention not be on her. So she's like, oh, y'all want to be cute and be in the headlines. I'm just going to make some comments so I can be in the headlines with you guys because I want my name to be said. She's not worried about that man. But I feel like he's in love with her, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he just did this for, like, attention, honestly.
Yeah, but don't Sebastian got a point? He's calm.
Oh, no, he would not need to
but
get
like
married to do
Robin said, how
attention.
long has it been? You know what I mean?
It's been a
Well,
good month. Actually, it's been a month since Kanye has last reacted. It's been a
it's been
Yeah,
month.
because he
30
don't want to lose
days.
no more money. He's like, let me be quiet because I need to keep some money in the bank.
Trust me, if he wanted attention, he would have just said something again.
But he's trying to keep his money. He's trying to lay low so people could forget and move on, then pop up again.
Yeah, it's been 30 days. It's been 30 days.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Candy, you're in the building. Kanye, Kim, and Bianca. That cheers to Bianca. He's quiet for 30 days.
I feel like Kim is not necessarily. It's not that Kim is necessarily still in love with Kanye, but I think that she is in love with what Kanye did for her as far as her status and her style and everything like that. Because it's like ever since they divorced or they're no longer together, Kim is becoming more and more irrelevant, basically. People are not
Oh,
looking at Kim like
Oh,
that anymore. And I think that
I agree
Kanye has the ability, once he gets his mind right, he can create a muse. He can create a somebody and make them a superstar. And I
okay.
think she sees that potentially slipping away, and that's where the jealousy and the where she misses him, because basically Kanye made Kim like Kim was popular, before they
He
got
made her
together.
like a fashion
But
icon, right?
exactly,
You made it ghetto fabulous.
but Kanye put Kim on a whole different level. And if you notice, Kim is not on that level anymore at all.
oh,
At
True.
Yeah,
all.
the top
He gave her
designers
different
started
access.
messing with her.
Exactly. And then
Yeah,
and
the
the
top
thing is,
designers. Yeah, go
exactly,
ahead.
and people aren't looking at her as far as, what is Kim wearing next, or what is she doing now. In fact, the whole Kardashian family, they're all kind of not where they used to be. So that, to me, that's what she misses, and that's what she's jealous of, because he could easily, and I think and honestly, I also think that he married, or is supposedly married to a browner woman to also get on Kim's nerves too.
Mm.
That's just a theory.
Yeah, the girl looks. She actually dyed her hair blonde. The one picture where her hair wasn't blonde, she really looked like Kim. When she dyed her hair blonde, it kind of took away some of the likeness, so to speak. But you got a good theory there. Chef Kev, you're in the building. Is Kim and Kanye still in love? And what about Bianca? Are we doing a toast to Bianca? He's been calm for 30 days.
It's 30, only 30 days. I think I don't think they're still in love. It's almost like when you see your ex with somebody else and you realize you've been replaced. So it's like that shock, that shock value. I think that's what it is because she never tried to get back with him, and she moved on first, supposedly was dating somebody first. But the bottom line was, I think it's a shock value. She saw him with another woman, and they had a ceremony, and I think that she got emotional. But I don't think there's love there, but I don't think they're in love.
Okay. How you feeling about Bianca?
Nothing.
Oh, oh. Aren't you proud of her though? He's been calm for 30 days.
No.
oh.
No. 30 days? Put in 365, then we can talk. 30
Well,
days is
we'll
enough.
see. He hasn't spoken for
Say that.
2023 yet. He has not spoke on 2023 yet, so we'll see.
We'll see, right? We got 15 days, what is it, 13 days in, and he hasn't really, said much. Thank you, Chef Kev. Smoke, what do you think about this? Kanye, Kim, Bianca?
I'm with Chef Kev. I think it's definitely premature. We need to see how long it lasts. But I do agree, like even the Kardashians, like their show on Hulu, no one's really checking for them like they did when they were on the E channel. So my thing is, I think I think Sebastian was saying it earlier. I think like they missed that attention or whatever came with Kanye because he was on a larger platform and he gave kind of more of a global audience. Granted, we knew who the Kardashians were here in America, but when she was with Kanye, she was like all over and everybody knew where they were. So I mean, hopefully this and his wife or his spiritual wife or his common law wife, however he wants to name it, slice it, dice it. I hope that she is finally the person that's able to get him on track where he can really start taking care of his mind and
Yes,
taking care of his well-being and learn how to co-parent with Kim and just like sever the ties, with her. Like they both were toxic for each other, but she doesn't have a mental, I don't know if this is the right word, mental impairment. He does. And so I think it's best that he puts himself first so that he could be good for, his children.
I like that. Chef Kev, there's an order for you in the building. I hope you see it there. A virgin on the walks to go. Okay. Kim dyeing her hair blonde looks a mess to me. She looks good with dark hair. She does. Maybe Bianca will help him stay on his medication. So before we move to the next stop, thank you for all your thoughts on Kim, Kay, Kanye West, and Bianca. I'm with Sebastian. We're gonna toast to Bianca, even though y'all don't want to give them credit. I mean, for the quietness of it all, Sebastian and I are, right? Sebastian,
Yep.
we're going to toast to the fact that it's been at least 30 days, probably going on almost 45, and we haven't heard a peep out of Kanye. So Bianca, you doing the darn thing. Let's see if you can last at least 6 months, but we appreciate the 45 days plus that you have given us so far. Now, Robin, before we go, yes or no, do you think that Kanye is going to be able to raise this Yeezy brand back up from the grave?
Um, I think that it's generational. For my
Mm-hmm.
generation, I always thought that it was ugly crap.
Mm-hmm.
But for some of the people who are his target audience, they just may eat it up if they can get over his anti-Semitism and anti-blackness, and
Everything else. A laundry list of stuff,
I'd like
right?
to answer.
Go ahead, Sebastian.
Kanye can definitely build up his brand again. And I'm gonna say this: if Black Americans won't support Kanye, this is gonna be the most dumbest thing that we could ever do. Howard Stern has said so much problematic stuff about Black people, and yet again, we still listen to him.
Oh.
you is we.
Yes.
But Diva,
Be
can we
careful
stop
who we is.
can we stop doing this and stop
Why do we listen to other
well,
problematic? Why do
no,
we
no,
listen?
no, no,
Why
no,
do
no.
we allow white people to fight and we
Sebastian,
support them?
pause, put it on pause real quick because I didn't interrupt you now one little bit when you were speaking. Thank you. So, like I'm saying, why is it that when we're trying to hold our own accountable, we always got to be like, but this person did this. We're not talking about that person. We're talking about Kanye
Thank
West.
you.
Kanye West is our skin folk. So whether we like him or not, he is a part of the community and he is essentially a brother and he's our responsibility. So it is our job to correct him. We ain't worrying about all the other trash people that exist out in the world. Let their people deal with them in the way that they see fit to deal with them. But right now we're focusing on Kanye West and the stuff that
Well,
he
they
has
will
done
always still support,
within our community.
but
Period.
they still support Howard Stern. One thing is, this
Who's they?
2023,
Who's
I
they?
agree,
They?
Smoke.
I've
Smoke is
I've
I've
never heard.
100% right
Never.
I've
on that.
forgiven this 2023. I'm on a year of forgiveness. I'm forgiving everyone who's done wrong by me, and I hope people can forgive me if I've ever done wrong to them. For
I'll
And
think
example,
Well,
about it.
well, well,
No, I'm
go
kidding.
ahead, Sebastian.
um,
Okay, so hold on, guys.
he,
Hashtag forgiveness for 2023. Okay,
he done moved up the Day
hashtag
of Atonement in the
forgiveness.
Jewish calendar. Come on, baby. He
Huh?
was
Say it
Right.
again.
faithful.
if Kanye is somehow, I don't believe that someone can be canceled forever. I do believe in redemption, and if he can redeem himself, he shall be redeemed. And if he's not able to sell in America, well, Kanye, if Americans are not going to be supporting you, you're probably going to have to go out somewhere, maybe to some parts of Europe and some of the Middle East and some parts of Africa, if you're going to
He
have to do this.
definitely can rebuild his brand again because, like, my neighbor just got some new Yeezys, and I feel like, some people, right?
Mhm.
They won't be able to pay their light bill, but they'll buy some Yeezys. You know what I mean? So,
Shan, that is messy. Shan, I have two pairs of
people,
Yeezys. Don't say that.
no, people will find a way to get the Yeezys. He's gonna be, his brand will be built up. I do agree with Sebastian on that point. And I agree with Smoke with we are responsible for him. So I have pair of Yeezys. I wanted to sell, so hit me up. No.
No, I forget. Listen, I'm going to
Okay,
tell you this about.
listen, guys, we got to move the train forward. I do appreciate your conversation on this. Now, let's just hear this. I love comedy because I love to laugh, right? Laughter is a whole lot of fun. It's good to laugh. Laughing is food and medicine for the soul, okay? So now, I think it was the Golden Globes, right? Eddie
Mhm.
Murphy was there. He won an award, and he said he's 46 years in the business. Well, give it up to Eddie Murphy because he looks extremely good. Okay, 46 years in the business, and he had the people thinking he was about to give three good tips. He had the blueprint. Okay,
Yeah.
he has the blueprint to success in the industry. When they panned the audience, you saw everybody kind of sit up like, okay, this man been in the business for 46 years. Let's hear what he has to say, right? He said, number one, tip number one, pay your taxes. Okay, we agree. He said, tip number two, mind your business. I
Mhm.
agree. He said, tip number three, keep Will Smith's wife name, and you know the rest that goes down after that out of your mouth, okay? So my thing is, Was it too soon, too fast? Was it
Nope.
just comedy at its finest?
At
Or
his
was he
finest.
straight up disrespectful, out of pocket, out of line to our boy Will Smith? And you know what, Sebastian, you got the right thing for the night. Thank you again. It's Friday the 13th. Hashtag forgiveness. Y'all know how I feel. Should I even say it again? Can we please knock it off and
Well,
forgive our brother Will Smith?
wait, Diva,
But
can,
yes,
can I jump on what Emmanuel's saying where Sebastian said forgive Portia? Since we're in 2023, let's not go after Portia. Let's forgive Sherry Shepherd.
Listen,
well,
I've never said I have anything towards Sherry. I just said
Yes,
her
you did.
baby will have all the resentment he needs to have. That's it.
But
That's
that's
it.
you taking on someone else's issue that's
No,
not your
I'm
own.
just
And
saying
and you
those
said you're not going to
feelings.
support her show and
Those
Yes, you did.
whatnot.
I actually watched her show the other day. Actually,
security,
I just
security.
said,
Hold
I
on,
just said,
security. Let's get back on the track here. Y'all taking the train
Keep
off
the
the
train
track.
on the track.
We'll
Keep
stay
the
on the
train
track.
on the
Sorry,
track. Thank you,
sorry,
kid.
Diva. Sorry,
Yes,
Diva.
that's okay. So the train is on the track. We're talking about Eddie Murphy. Is it too fast, too soon? Or is he just a comedy genius?
Mm,
Eddie
Go
comedy.
ahead,
That was
Simone.
Murphy
funny.
was
Oh,
spot
I'll let
on.
Robin go. I'll let Robin
I'm
go.
Go
sorry,
ahead,
Smith.
Robin.
Eddie Murphy was spot on. I loved it. I laughed hard out loud. It overcompensated for some of those jokes that Mr. Carmichael said that
Mm,
fell flat with me. And you know what? Eddie Murphy is comedy gold and one of our comedy gods. And I don't remember him ever doing wrong. Yeah,
mm.
in the
Okay.
in comedy.
That we know
Robin,
of.
this is the year 2023 is the year of forgiveness. Have you forgiven Will Smith?
I thought I was clear that I don't give a about Will
Okay.
Smith. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I like him, but I'm not like so fanatical about him. And do I forgive him? I keep saying it is not for me to forgive him slapping somebody in front of millions of people. It is up to Chris Rock whether or not he wants to forgive him. But I mean, I don't care. I
Mm.
don't care about Will Smith like that. Sorry,
He
y'all.
Irene, he did say that. I caught that. Sebastian, is Eddie Murphy just a comedic genius? Or did he go a little bit too far, too much, too soon with this Will Smith joke?
listen, I'm tired of this whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. Trust me, if you wanted to hit him harder and make sure he busted out a couple of teeth, he would have done it. We need to move on.
Ooh.
That's not what happened. We need to grow up and recognize that words hurt and there's results to the things that you say. Point blank, period. We need to move on and forgive Will. I'm tired of this nonsense.
You think words hurt more than that smack?
Oh shit. What about Eddie Murphy? What are your feelings with his
You
three
know
cents?
what? Well said, Sebastian. Because yeah, forgive Will Smith. You know, the other day I saw a trailer of his new movie, and I don't really like those type of movies. You know, they're really depressing and stuff.
Hmm.
But I would watch it. I like Will Smith. I've always liked Will Smith. This didn't phase me. It's not my personal business who he slaps. That's between the three of them. And I feel like people act like they never seen anybody get slapped. I know you guys be watching Love and Hip Hop all the time. Jerry
Nope.
Springer, all the stuff. Not you, Miss Robin, but the rest of us. So they act like this slap is the worst thing that ever happened. Leave the man alone. It's a slap. Like Sebastian said, he didn't get hurt. It's fine. Let's move on. I'm tired of the situation too. And I think that was funny what Eddie Murphy said.
Okay. Eddie Murphy was okay. So you're saying spot on. Candy, was Eddie Murphy spot on? Was it what everybody needed?
I think so. I mean, it was funny, and I think it would have gone too far if he would have made like a specific joke about Jada
Mm-hmm.
or a specific joke about like Will Smith. I mean,
Right.
even though he kind of did, but it was lighthearted, and I don't think I don't think he went overboard. And I do support Will Smith. I mean, I think everybody makes a mistake, and I think
Right.
that he's apologized, and some people can take it or not take it, but he apologized, and I think he should be. I mean, we've forgiven so many other people for such harsher things as a
Mm-hmm.
community
Thank
that I
you.
feel like we deserve to show him grace and take him for his word. Like if he says he's sorry, and I just hope he believes it. Hope he doesn't smack anybody else.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
Like
Diva, I do have
not
a
in
question
public.
for you.
Sometimes you have
Wait,
to slap
hold on one
people, but
second,
not
guys.
in public.
Go ahead, finish up,
Okay,
Candy.
I know this is like completely, totally off the train track, completely.
Okay.
But I really think this may be too low brow for you, but I really think you should start getting into Love After Lockup.
Because
I'm just saying,
why?
it is one
Because
of the best shows ever.
what's good about it?
It's pure
Candy.
trash and gutter, but it's so good.
What's
And I
good
think
about it though?
you bring such a fresh perspective to the show.
Oh, Jen will be on that show.
Yo,
Just in a
so
few years,
let
Jen
me
is gonna be on there.
let me ask you this, Candy. When does it come on?
Honestly, I don't know. I just watch snippets from YouTube, but I think it comes on WeTV, I believe. I think. I'm
Mhm.
not
Uh-huh.
sure. But when I tell you every single episode is pure drama, it's so good. But anyways, just food for thought.
Okay, I have to see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. You know what it is? I do have WeTV. Oh, they're saying tonight at 8. So that on my Friday nights. So you know what? I have WeTV. The thing is, I'm like on the verge of almost being over like reality TV.
Mhm.
Because sometimes I feel like they're just doing the most, and then you know what? It's like these reality TV stars, they want us to watch, but then they want us to turn a blind eye to what they do. And then when we address what they do, they be like, y'all stupid, it's reality TV. Well, y'all putting it out there as real.
Mhm.
And then
No,
some of it is real. And then y'all want us to be able to decipher the real from the nonsense. So we're gonna commentate on what we see. I will think about it. I have to see. But thank
Can
you
I
for that.
say
It's
one thing?
okay.
I
Huh?
think you should do Ready to Love.
Ready to Love has
Talk
Ready to
about the
Love
so
is
girl
many
then.
good.
characters. It has so many
Yeah,
characters, and
true.
because I thought about it before, but then you have to keep up, and then this one broke up with this one, and this one went on a date with that one, and they kind of got on my nerves too, because I used to watch that all the time. I used to be so into it and so like, okay, who's gonna end up with who at the end? And then when I found out that it was all foolery, um,
Yeah, they
I'll
never
see.
last after the show. A lot of
Yeah,
them go on it just for the show, but it's entertaining and you could talk about the relationship aspect of it and stuff. But I get you, it's a lot going on in that show.
me too. We're gonna see. But Chef Cap, you in the building? Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy and his joke.
Well, understanding the history of Eddie Murphy put Chris Rock on.
Yes, he did.
So Chris Rock's whole career, he's always given props to Eddie Murphy. So I kind of think he and a lot of comedians are more on Chris Rock's side. You know what I mean? I don't think I've heard a comedian come out and support Will Smith. So I understood he kind of took a shot at him, but made it a joke.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so, but I understood it because, like I said, remember, Chris Rock's first movie was Beverly Hills Cop 2. And so I just think that what he did, when he was just like, okay, this is my boy, I'm gonna just kind of make fun of it, but also at the same time kind of take a stab at Will Smith. So I mean, I don't have a problem. It was funny to me. It was funny as hell to me. So that's it. So I see why he did it though.
I think B was taking the call.
Hello,
Yeah, I think
where you go, girl?
she put herself on
I'm
mute.
here.
She
I'm
put
here.
herself off the track. You
I'm
left the
off the track.
train.
I got off the track. I had to make sure the kid was good. I was like, "Are you okay?" He's driving now. But yes, but I heard most of what you're saying. I get it, right? I do like Eddie Murphy as a comedian, and I think that joke, all jokes aside, I do think that joke helped break the ice to let comedians go back on the road to being comedians again. So a long
Mm.
time ago, before the whole world got sensitive, we can all joke about everybody. When it was a comedian, they was able to joke about everything, every race, politics, this, that, and the other. Now, if they make a joke, they could almost get canceled, and it's so ridiculous. So he was the right person to do that joke, and he did it at the right time, and he did it in the right way. Because he was so serious, because I even sat up and was like, oh, okay, he about to give the secrets, the
Yeah.
blueprint, okay? because he did 46 years. And when he said that last one and cracked everybody up, I do think that he broke the ice and he did it at the right time, the right moment, in the right way. He did it in a very classy way.
Mhm.
So I like Eddie Murphy. I thought it was funny also. But on the flip side, yes, I do think it's time to forgive Will Smith. They're like, people want, Tory Lanez, and we're about to slide into that topic. People want Tory Lanez, and not everybody, but there's people out there that want Tory Lanez free, and he did a pow pow, but Will Smith did a smack, and they want him to serve a life sentence. It's just the craziest thing to me.
Thank you,
So,
Diva.
so let's move on because last night,
Wait, Diva, hold on, I didn't give him my
oh, I'm
opinion.
sorry, Paul.
Well,
I'm sorry, Paul.
dang.
The king
Okay.
got me distracted. Don't do that. The king got me
She
distracted.
left the
Go-
train. Y'all
I
forgot.
left the train and came back. Go ahead, Smoke. Go ahead, Smoke.
I thought that it was perfect from one of our comedic legends
Yeah,
for him to step up and do it that way. Because listen, Eddie Murphy has seen a lot and probably done a lot, and the fact that he gave that moment levity and where everyone actually in Hollywood is able to laugh, I was actually like, okay, maybe everyone's kind of moving direction where they will forgive Will Smith. Granted, I've been over that smack when it happened like a year ago. Okay, like listen, my mom embarrassed me in the school parking lot. I was shamed about it, cried about it. Then I got over it. So I think Chris Rock will be okay. Granted, he's still problematic in his own way, but that's a different video that you will come up with later. But yeah, I thought it was appropriate. It was funny, and honestly, Eddie Murphy, like he's one of the best, and he knew exactly what to do in that moment to make it a moment where we all come together and laugh at a moment that was like terrible in our industry.
I do agree with you. He was the perfect man to build that bridge. Let's not be case. He don't do this. Tory Lanez is in jail. Will is home crying. See, don't do that to Will. Don't do that to Will. Choo choo. Now listen. Last night I got a pop up on my phone that Tory Lanez dad, Sonstar Peterson, was going live. Okay, Sonstar Peterson. He wanted everybody to come in the building for his live. He said, please come. I got something to tell y'all. It's serious. You need to hear this. And he wanted us to get the word out to everybody. Well, 40 plus minutes of my life. And here I am today. I don't know what word he wanted everybody to hear. So this man, he said that him and his son, they forgive Megan because they're not going to hold no grudges. Okay? She knew not what she did. The machine. The machine. Everybody talks about the machine. Okay. My thing is, you know what's funny? They talk about this machine, but while they making money, we don't hear nothing about the machine.
Nope.
But as soon as they crash and burn, all of a sudden everything is blamed on the machine. Okay. He said for 2 years, him and his family and Tory have been dealing with this machine. Okay. He said that the truth will rise. And I thought, I was like, okay, I sat up and I was mad tired. I sat up, I was like, oh, he gonna tell us what the truth is. He gonna tell us why Tory is, innocent. He went in circles. He took me down the block, around the corner, didn't pick me up, nothing to drink, nothing to eat. Got back to the house, I'm starving, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I still didn't know what the heck he was talking about. I said, Mister, what is going on here? A whole hot mess. He got a lot of passion. I'm not mad at his passion. I'm not mad at his passion because it's your kid. But see, here's the thing. When you are delusional and you don't get your kid straight, then that's why your kid is going to be in the street and be just as delusional too. Okay? Yes, yes, yes. I was confused too. I was confused because every time I thought he was going to give us something good, all he did was spun us around in a circle. You know how you was kids, somebody spin you around and then you just dizzy. I was dizzy. I was tired. I was like, Mister. The most I got was the machine. They forgave Megan. They been forgave her. Okay? That people lied on his son, put out narratives, and that we're brainwashed. He said we're brainwashed because we just believe this mess. And we need to start to think for ourselves. But he gave us no evidence that we could kind of piece together so we would be able to think for ourselves. I don't know if y'all got to see, and actually Tory Lanez's name, his real name, I want to say is Daystar. So that is Sonstar. Tori's real name is Daystar. Their last name is Peterson. Um, so Tory Lane's daddy is passionate. He's pissed. He's mad. He said the machine is behind this, and you know what? He believes in God, and he said he don't care if nobody stands behind him. He has got to speak the truth. I'm gonna start with you, Chef Kev. What do you think about Tory Lanez, his daddy? Daddy's pissed.
Nothing really, but he's going to defend his son. What he's supposed to do.
Mm.
That's his father, so he's going to defend his son. The bottom line is nobody gets hurt if no one brings a gun to the party, right?
There you go.
Mhm.
Mm.
Point blank in the story. So in whatever the narrative is, what happened, whatever, he had, alcohol and guns don't mix, and that's disappointing. So he's just trying to defend his son, as far as I'm concerned, But he's not saying nothing that That's why he didn't get nothing because he didn't say nothing because he knows his son was wrong.
Oh,
You know, that's the bottom line. If I know I got some evidence, I'm gonna spit it out. So he ain't got nothing. He's just running his mouth. Somebody with a phone and a YouTube channel and whatever, but he's not saying nothing.
okay. Sunstar, you ain't saying nothing. Candy, what do you think about Tory Lane's daddy?
I think that the reason why Tory Lane is the way he is, like, I don't know 100%, but you have to look at how he was raised, you know? And to me, he comes across as very reckless, very impulsive. And to me, in his formative years, he's raised by his parents. That should have been checked a long time ago. It's like like he's been reckless, seems like, for the majority of his rap career, basically, and there has shown lots of like violent tendencies, and that's not brand new. This is not brand new. So the fact that, to me, his violent nature is just caught up with him, basically. And I find it interesting how his father is not looking at his son and say, okay, well, why are you walking around with a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you, even with that whole August Alsina situation, why are you beating up a man for not, shaking your hand or not acknowledging you?
Right.
So,
Right.
to me, he's a violent person, and it just caught up with him, basically. And his
Yeah.
father does not want to acknowledge the fact that the reason why he's in jail right now, Tory Lanez has had a lot to do with his own situation.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how I think about it.
And maybe dad indirectly is feeling a little guilty. Maybe he's feeling like I failed my son. Now my son is getting locked up for a whole bunch of years. So he's misdirecting his anger, maybe
Yeah,
dad. Maybe
that's
that's
not
what dad is doing.
that's not the machine. That's Tory Lanez right there. Shoot.
Smoke, what do you think about this situation? Sunstar, Tory Lane's daddy.
I mean, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. So
Mm.
what you see from Tory Lanez, we saw with his daddy sitting there yelling out that courtyard like he ain't got no home training, trying to blame other people's for his son's actions. So I mean, granted, he's passed off the Napoleon compliments to Tory because if you a man, you get mad if someone doesn't say hi to you, you can't handle your liquor and you shooting a woman in her foot. And honestly, I see them working on that little sister too. She's gonna be Napoleon the Third with the way she's talking about Jay-Z and Rock Nation and whomever have ruined his brother's reputation. Well, what reputation did your brother have to begin with? Like, what was he really presenting to the world that got destroyed with the fact that a case that the LA or the whatever district attorney brought to court versus Megan? So I mean, yeah, I don't have nothing for Star Step, Pac-Man, whatever he wants to call himself. I really don't give a kitty. So
um, Thank you, Smoke. Leslie, now he know his son pow pow her in the toesies. Stop it, Pops. Okay, Sebastian, what do you think about Tory Lane's daddy?
Irrelevant.
Mm.
That's the first word that comes to my mind. Irrelevant is the first. Second, desperate. And my advice to him is to sit down and let the law do what it's best at.
Let it do what it do.
Let it do
If
what
you
it
had
do.
all of this information, why do you didn't bring it up when it was most important when when y'all was going through it? But I'm gonna tell
Exactly.
you why. I think they really thought they had that thing in the bag.
Yes, they did.
They thought they had that thing in the bag. And then when it didn't go their way, they lost their natural mind. They
That's
lost it.
100% true. I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down and just tell your son to make sure, well, he's already in there. Just make sure you remind him to not drop the soap. That's it.
Oh my goodness. Robin, what do you think? Tory Lane's dad, Sonstar, he's emotional. He said the machine is behind this. He said that they did a 2-year smear campaign on his son reputation. And then he wanted to tell all of these charities and all of this stuff, great stuff that his son has done.
Mm-hmm. So this 2-year campaign that the machine had against his son. How about
Hmm.
that 2-year campaign that was waged against Megan the Stallion?
Mm.
Huh. I think she got the bad end of the whole public campaign. He wants to get out there and pontificate about the innocence of his son. Well, I think he was in the courtroom, and unless he had absolute blinders on and plugs in his ears, he missed the evidence that apparently was overwhelming enough that the man was found guilty. His
Hmm.
only recourse at all is A, an appeal, ha
Hmm.
ha, or B, suck it up, buttercup, and wait till that little kid gets out of jail. That's it.
Yeah, but you know what they're suffering from too? He's gonna get deported.
Okay, bye.
He's gonna get deported. Yeah, he
Canada's
don't need
right there.
criminals.
They could fly and see Canada. Like the Canada's right here. Canada's right there. I don't live too far from Canada actually. Canada's right there. Go.
So
Go.
you say they got an easy commute whenever it is he does get out.
Easy commute. Why
Okay.
can't they move back to Canada since that's where they birthed him too? Why can't they deport themselves as well?
Now,
Self
now, now,
No,
now,
deportation.
now,
you're
now, now,
having your son
Sebastian.
come. No, no, because this is very serious. This is a problem. You have your son. He knows he's an immigrant. He knows the stereotypes. He knows that they make us seem. They make.
Okay,
I'm not an immigrant.
Sebastian, I'm moving the train on because we're not about to go down this road. We're not
Mm.
about to go down this road. Wrong
Why he
road,
out here
wrong
shooting
track,
people?
wrong
Why he
track,
out here
wrong
shooting
track.
people?
Okay, wrong road. Portia Williams. Well, now her name is not Williams anymore, but wrong road. Okay, we're about to pull into the last stop. Okay, before we pull in is Lori Harvey. We spoke about her the other night, but tonight the only thing we want to message is: do you mess with your ex's good friend or best friend?
Mm.
Is that not a no-no? So right now she's dating one of Michael B. Jordan's good friends, okay? Living up her life. Is that treading thin ice? Is that a way you should not go? Should you ever date your ex's best friend? Um, I'll start with you, Robin.
For me, it's a no. But then that makes reminds me of there was a rumor that that whole Michael B. Jordan relationship was a ruse, a ploy, a plot, a plan, not real for sure. So
Mm. All right, Sebastian. Should you be dating your ex's best friend?
Well, it depends. Someone with morals.
He did it.
Someone with moral. Someone with morals and true value of themselves and actually believes in restricting themselves from putting themselves in situations like this wouldn't. But
Mm.
we're talking about Lori Harvey, the chosen one. So she would. I wouldn't. I've never done it before.
Mm.
Yeah, we getting this a definite no. Lori Harvey is always in the mix. Smoke, your
Mhm.
ex's good friend.
I mean, I've done it. I won't
Oh,
lie. I've lived
Oh.
a brother has lived.
Oh.
Okay. Granted, it lasted a
That's good.
week. We didn't even kiss and whatnot. But I, looking at it from where I am now, would I do it again? No. But have I done it? Yes.
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Clutching.
Candy, the ex's best friend or good friend or in the friendship circle.
I think for like regular people, no. But I think for like this situation with Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, I think it doesn't really matter because I think that that whole relationship was fake from the
Thank
beginning.
you.
So I feel like in that situation, I feel like she should be able to date his best friend or whoever she wants to date because I don't believe that relationship was real from the beginning.
Okay, you thought they was, but what do you think their purpose was for faking it?
So what?
Because Michael B. Jordan was known for dating white women, and
Yes.
he needed to,
Oh.
have a better
Black card.
standing within the black community.
Oh.
And so he was like, well, let me find, a black woman to date. And Lori Harvey was there. And so he kind of milked it because it was just a little bit too picture perfect for me. Like the cameras just happened to be there at all the best times to me, honestly.
Hmm.
And if you notice, like I don't know who he's dating now, but it's definitely not publicized who he's dating.
No,
So
it's
I'm pretty
not.
sure it's like I wouldn't be surprised if he was dating a white woman, but just keeping it, very low key.
Hmm. Hmm.
So in that situation, I believe she can date whoever she wants to date.
Okay,
Yeah.
since the situation was a fraud to begin with anyway. Chef
Yeah.
Cav, are you dating your ex's good friend? You're on mute, Chef Cav. Are you there?
Wow, we have an unattended bar.
We have an unattended bar. You ain't lying, Sebastian, and that's
He
not
went to
good.
get ice.
Hello?
Hey, Chef Kev, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Um, well, I wouldn't date my ex's best friend, no. Unless I was trying to get back at her.
Mm.
Oh.
That's the only way I would do that. But
That man.
you're talking to a woman whose mother had a baby by the first cousin. So
Huh?
the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Wait. That's true. Incest babies have mental impairments. Oh.
Wait a minute. Margie Harvey had a kid from her first
Yeah,
cousin.
she dated she had the baby daddy, then she dated the first cousin. She had a baby
But
by
she
the
had a.
daddy, then the baby by the first cousin.
Ooh,
But wait a
not
minute.
the
But she had
baby daddy and the first cousin. Child.
I did read that somewhere too.
that's
And
beyond
Sin City
nasty.
from Nola said fact. She
Ooh,
said fact.
she got some stank. Never
Um,
mind.
Don't
well,
finish that sentence.
I was about to go into Gabor land. Never mind. That's not that kind of train.
mm, mm.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that
hold on one second. Stars. Go ahead, Chef. Kev, finish up. Did we lose him?
I think we lost Chef.
Yeah, we lost him.
No.
But you know what I think he
That
is
was Steve
drinking on the
Harvey
job?
did that.
Okay. Star, you in the building. Lori Harvey is dating her ex's, friend, or at least in a friend circle, good friend or whatever. Is that a no-no?
Hey Diva, hey everyone.
Hey.
Unpopular opinion, but I had an ex tell me before that if you really love someone, they should be allowed to date whomever after
Mm.
you. Because guess what? If it's really love, can you stop it? Are you
Oh.
supposed to?
Yes, you can if they did.
See, I feel like people only feel that what's meant to be is meant to be when it benefits them.
Oh.
Just like what's that actor? It just came out, older guy. He ended up divorcing the wife and now he's dating his best friend of like 30 plus years.
Oh, who's that?
I can't think of the guy, black
Black
dude. He
actor.
played on
Not
that
Morris Chestnut. in that same circle, though, right?
Yeah, help me out.
Is it
Yeah, I
Blair
can't think of his
Underwood?
name. Yes, him.
Who? Who?
Yes.
Blair Underwood?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, he married her. He married her. He didn't dare. He married her.
He was
Already.
married for like 30 years though. Divorced the wife and then end up getting with
Married
his
his
best
friend.
friend of the same time. Like they've been best friends for like 30 years.
They've been best friends, but one of the best friends was his wife. That's different.
The lady has still been
No,
around.
no, hold on, cause I gotta hold on, cause this is shaking me to my core. Blair Underwood was married
hmm
for how long?
I want to say about 30 years, if I'm not mistaken. They
30
divorced.
years. He
Yep.
got divorced. And then he got with the friend of 30 years.
Got with his best friend.
Oh yeah,
Oh
you
no,
didn't
With
hear
the
about this?
she always wanted him then. She was waiting in the corner.
Exactly.
She was waiting in the
Exactly.
corner, and I won't be surprised if something sinister was happening over the years. I don't like it. That's messy. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Wow.
Isn't this what
But
happened with Jesse
OMG.
Williams? Didn't this happen with Jesse Williams too? Something similar happened with Jesse Williams.
Mm. But to my point, though, a lot of people will
Yes, you're
argue,
right.
like, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So, same with this situation. I mean, if it's meant for these people, they run in the same circles, I guess it's meant to be. I don't think it's cool, but it's
She
Lori
was,
Harvey. She's pretty.
BJB. She was waiting in the background. She was waiting in the background, smiling in that white face, waiting to take her husband. And yes, somebody said Jesse Sebastian, you're right. Jesse Williams, that was the wife's good friend. And she suspected that her friend was with him. And they both was playing in her face and saying, no, no, no. And then soon after, those two were together. That's
Well, we all
messy.
saw the pictures of Jesse Williams, and we all saw that what we saw.
Yeah, we saw the pictures, but you
I
know
see.
what?
I
That's
see why she
messy.
stayed. I see why she stayed.
But I didn't know Blair Underwood did that. That
Yeah,
dirty, low down, filthy friend.
But Diva, look what he did in Medea's family reunion to that little light skinned girl and her mama. Well, that light skinned girl, he was whooping her all over the place until she had to play grip ball.
It's bizarre. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Don't let your man have best girlfriends. It's inappropriate.
Well, then the women better not have best guy friends too. Equal. Got to equal the
We're
playing
not going to
field.
leave our man. We're not going to leave our man to go with the best friend. If we say it's the best friend, it's a best friend. Jesse Williams too. That's just like T.J. Holmes. T.J. Holmes is.
That's different. That's a whole different
I,
thing.
I
yeah,
can't
it's a
deal with
whole
him.
different, yeah.
And I think the two spouses are going down the wrong road
Yep.
because they getting close. That's just a messy situation. Messy situation. Find your solace in somebody else. No, not. It's just a whole hot mess. Like swapping partners there. Blair Underwood. I'm shocked. Now I'm not going to be able to rest well tonight. Y'all done killed me with
Sorry.
that. Okay. I can't even believe it. But
Yeah.
Chef Kev, did you finish your thought? Have you ever?
Oh,
Let me ask you this, Chef Kev, and tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay. Have you
mhm.
ever, with anybody you ever dated, gave a little extra peek or side eye to one of their friends?
That's just off limits to me. That's just off. It's funny because my ex would let me, with my best friends, a female, would have no problem with me chilling with my best friend, and she would come over, she would spend the night, hang out, chill, but she didn't want me around her best friend. And I thought that was pretty interesting. But no, I would never do nothing like that.
Hmm.
I didn't ask you if you would do anything. I said, did you ever get an extra peek? Did you look?
No, not in that way. No, I've seen things, but I never took a peek. Like I'm gonna personally look. I've seen things. You know what I mean? I've seen like if she came out in front of me and you seen it. But I'm not going to peek through the door. No, it's not my thing.
I didn't ask you was
Not
taking
my thing. Not my thing. Not my thing. There's too many women out here for that. It's no.
So friends are off limits. Okay,
Friends are off limits.
Thank you, Chef Kev. Hashtag not the friends, okay? So this was a 60-minute express train. I really enjoyed y'all being here. But before we close this thing out, hold on one second. Natasha got something to say. What's up?
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Natasha.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
Tosh.
Hey, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot of variables, but in general, with this kind of thing, when you have like the opposite sex or whatever sexual orientation you have that you're attracted to, I feel that you may have pure intentions, but one of the parties doesn't. I feel like there's always like one party that has some weird feelings. And I don't know. I just feel like it's like kind of inappropriate if you're in like a really serious committed relationship. But also like if it depends on how long they've known the friend. Because I had a friend and I love when she did this. I was proud of my girl. I was like, yes. She her one of her when she first dated her husband, he was just very friendly. He was like the funny guy. You know, everyone loved him. And he had this one girl that was just hanging around. And he was in a band too. So like they were just like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. And finally, she was like, I don't know if you're being blind right now, but this girl likes you, and I'm not like here to
Mm,
argue about it. So if you want to be with me, you're going to have to disconnect from this friendship. Like you haven't even known her that long. Absolutely. And he was like, all right, I choose you. Absolutely. And that was that. And I was like, way to go, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you gotta, you know what, that's Natasha. I'm glad you came up because that's a good information and relationship tip to give these females out here. Like when you see something shady, when you see the female, because we know if
And
they
stick to your
try to act like they friends, but we know they want them, you got to tell them, cut them off right now, nip it in the bud.
and women are more intuitional. Like, I'm sorry, we just are.
Yes,
Like you guys are stronger, more logical. You guys have your strengths. This is ours. Okay. So let's have it. And
yes, we know.
we just know. And I feel like a lot of guys don't normally pick up the same stuff. And
They know.
Mm-hmm.
They do,
that's,
but don't resolve them of all of it, Natasha. But they know, and y'all need to have the strength, man, to cut it off and nip it in the bud when you know that that friend of yours really wants more. Don't
and,
mess up your household over no friend.
and if you peep this sort of thing and you approach your men, like not super confrontational, just like how I described it,
Uh huh.
like stand your ground because if they try, say, I'm not here to argue about it. Like, this is absolutely how I feel. Like, you're not going to make me like turn this around. So like, here is your choice because it's going to create issues. It's not a matter of if, it's just when.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
ooh,
I agree with that.
that part right there. They play dumb but flirting. Yeah, come on, LLO. Yes, they do. But you
It
know
depends
what?
on the situation.
Yeah, go
It
ahead,
depends
Chef.
on the situation. Because my best friend been around for years. If we was gonna do something, we would have done it by now.
Doesn't mean
Well,
though you may you.
Blair Underwood best friend was around for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She held on and held
but he
out.
was married for 30 years. That means she was around when the wife was. I'm saying, was she around before the wife? That's the difference. Was she around
But
before the wife?
Chef Kev, it doesn't matter. She was just waiting her turn. Not for nothing. I do believe Bobby Brown, current wife, did the same thing.
Oh,
She was waiting
Oh,
her turn. She
really?
was always she was always around.
Like lurking in
Yeah,
the shadows?
that part.
Ew.
Yes, ill. Yes, she was. Okay, she was waiting around, and that's what did he marry that chick? That's what Blair Underwood's current wife did. She was waiting in the showers, waiting her turn. That's how bad she wanted him. There's some women like that. They don't care. They do decades
Mm.
waiting until you fall off
Yeah,
and
they will
realize
play
they the
that long
one.
game.
Yes, they will.
Or maybe it's destiny. Maybe it's God. What God wanted, you
But
guys.
but the thing is, move on with your life. Don't like I feel like it's not right to even put the energy like in your mind, be like pining over someone else's man. You know, just like move on with your life. If you both end up divorced sometime, okay, but like for anything to like have some feelings like low key, like, oh, if I wasn't married, I would, I don't even think that's really right. I don't know.
Is no, you're right. You're speaking facts here. If they too friendly, they too over friendly, they got to go. Go find yourself a man somewhere else. Oh wait, well, increase. Oh well, see, y'all gonna get me in trouble tonight, but you are correct. You are correct. Niecy Nash's wife was the singer at her first wedding
Stop.
for
Really?
me.
Was she?
Yes,
Diva,
she
I
was.
have a Diva. When I heard that Niecy Nash was when she came out as a lesbian, I dropped to the floor because the way this woman said how she loved her husband, the way
Her
she portrayed
husband,
her
her husband.
loved her husband, I dropped.
Well, she wrote a
No,
book.
she was the one said.
She
She was
wrote
the
a
one that
book
said,
on. Go ahead, Chef Kevin.
"Yeah, give oral sex a day and keep a man." I'm sitting there. How you go from that to I don't know.
Well,
That
you
didn't
know
make
what
sense to me.
happened. Here's the thing. She probably, listen, love is love. My problem is not even that it was, she switched over.
No,
My
no, that's
problem
not my
was
problem.
that this girl was in the corner in the shadows the whole time, wanting to
Yeah,
be the one.
that's
And then she
sneaky.
broke Niecy Nash down. That's my thing.
She.
You
Oh, you
can't
think
tell
she wore
me.
her out?
No, no, no. She did. She did. So what happens is
Diva,
all listen,
Is that
she
bad?
did.
I don't know. Sorry. You know what I mean?
She did. That's what these people do when they
Like
want
the
your partner.
termination station.
Yeah, they will stay lurking and they will keep working on the person and working on the person. And what happens is the person confides in them because
Hmm.
every relationship go through something. They're thinking it's their friend. And they confide in them, and then they want to console them, be like, you know what, I wouldn't treat you that way. I would do better. I would do right by you. And the next thing you know, the marriage has dissolved and those two are together. Oh
Diva,
my
that
God.
seems real opportunist though. Now that I know that.
They're,
Oh
they're,
goodness.
they're
Yeah, I don't
opportunists.
like that.
Now
Yeah.
listen, that's like, you know what? I mean, see, you're calling to bring up the facts. Yeah, Robin with Whitney Houston. She's the demise. She was the demise. Robin was the demise of her and Bobby Brown.
Yeah, because
Mm.
Whitney could never have like a full, like 100% connection with her husband if she has this other person that's fulfilling, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Natasha. You could be a
Mm.
therapist. Yes, I do. You speaking facts. Yes, I do. Roy, you're in the building. We triggered you. What happened? Because you
You
only
triggered
you
me.
only
You
pop in and we
triggered
triggered
me.
you. What happened? What
Listen, you
triggered you?
triggered me, and you know it. You know it. Listen, now I'm here to play devil's advocate because
Uh-huh.
sometimes it's
oh,
the individual keeping the best friend around. Don't leave. I need you. I wouldn't be able to do this without you.
Oh.
Does that sound familiar,
Oh,
people?
yeah, I'm not
Does that
Yeah,
totally
line
that's a
sound
scary
blaming a
movie.
familiar?
third party. I'm just
So
saying in
you're
general, either
saying
party.
with Whitney Houston and Robin, Whitney kept Robin around.
Whitney kept Robin around. Niecy kept her boo around.
Oh shoot.
oh,
Kanye
oh.
kept his people. I mean, all of these people keep these people lurking in the shadows. There are, I mean, especially when you are fronting to be something that you know you are not. Of course, your
Mm,
shadow is always
Yeah.
in the back, waiting to
mm.
back you up at all times.
Go ahead, Sebastian.
Ooh, ooh,
It's
Get
getting
me
hot.
there.
Woo.
ooh.
Well,
Hmm.
I mean,
Pow
okay.
pow.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
That's a little.
Okay.
oh, okay. But okay. I don't know. Anybody else got something to say?
my last take is to say,
That cat, can you spike my drink?
Huh? Somebody
We
drink.
need a moment to recover.
Spike my drink. Well, you know what, Roya? You bring a whole nother situation into the game, right? And you are right. Sometimes the person needs to cut off the friendship that is sucking everything out of their relationship. So,
Well,
and that includes like if you have a bunch of girlfriends that always wants to try to get you to leave your man. There are a lot of people out there, they will tell you all this stuff they would do if they was in the relationship, but then they get in the relationship and they do none of the above. So they done gave you all this stuff to break up your happy home. And now here they are. and you be like, "Oh, but you told me to do XYZ, and now you're not even doing that in your relationship."
I had to do that, Diva. I had to cut out this happened like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years
Hmm.
ago. I had to cut out a friend of 10 years
Wow.
because of a relationship.
Mm.
And
What do you mean? Do
Is
tell.
it the? Is this is the one with the baby?
no, 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 not that.
Ooh, not spilling tea on the live.
Not
Whoa.
that. I had to cut her out because the person I was with at that time, she had an issue with me being friends with her. Especially the
Mm.
fact that she would sometimes sleep at my house when she had her issues with alcohol. That was problematic. So it was resolved. And now look at me now. I have neither of them in my life.
You have us though.
You said great. Wait, hold on one
Well,
second.
that means they weren't
Wait,
meant to be.
wait, hold on one second, guys. Sarah, real talk. So bisexual people can't have friends? No, everybody can have friends. So this for me is not. I don't care who you with.
It's hard,
I don't.
Sarah.
Yeah.
This is not about. This conversation for me is not about who you with. My thing is love the one you with.
Yes.
But my thing is too, then you have these friends when you with somebody, and then you got this friend over here that's all in the mix of your situation, acting like they a friend. So that person's mate think y'all just friends, but in the meantime, you want their mate. So no,
Well,
everybody can be friends if you truly friends. Our problem is that you sitting there pretending that you a friend and you lurking to steal that person from who they're with. That's what my thing is. So no, we don't care. You know, over here we equal opportunity. We don't give a darn about nothing and nobody when it comes to whatever. But we do give a darn if you got a couple and then you got this other person. They said a couple is a couple for a reason. It's two people. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Now, if you truly a
mhm.
friend, we good with you. But if you a friend looking at my mate because you want to take my mate, that's when it becomes messy. So that's why we saying Robin was messy. She was wondering why Bobby was always pissed. Remember every documentary you saw about Whitney Houston when she passed? Robin was like, Bobby was pissed. Bobby was pissed. Well, that was his wife, Robin.
Exactly.
That's why he
See,
was
the truth,
pissed, okay? He didn't care
the
But
what
truth
she
about
Whitney
did.
kept
Whitney
her
though,
around. That
It
was
would have
not
been
her
bad if it
fault that
wasn't.
Whitney kept her around. Whitney
uh,
continued to want to have Robin around. So
Royer,
but
that
I'm
she
was
did cut
shocked.
him
Whitney's
off.
fault.
She did cut him off.
I am shocked, Royer, that you're saying all this, considering you're an Aries and you quote unquote love hard. I am shocked you're saying all this.
Wait, what's
I
the
mean,
problem? What are
this
you
is not for a
saying?
person. I mean, this is not from a personal aspect. I'm just telling you what it
Yeah,
is,
he's
you
telling us
know.
that. He's telling us that no matter what the relationship is, I can't cry about my girlfriend breaking up my relationship and I constantly allow my girlfriend to be in our space. That's what Royer is saying. So Royer is saying it's not just the person, the third party problem, it's the person who's in the relationship who's consistently allowing this third party to be in the mix of the relationship. So,
Wait,
like Natasha
But
said,
yeah.
you gotta tell your mate, cut that friend off because she's sucking us dry.
Wait, Diva, I have a
Yes,
question. Well, no, I don't have a question. Well, I have a caller.
yes,
I'm
yes.
like, Sebastian, didn't we almost crucify you one time about the same said situation?
Oh, no, I never had any feelings for my friend. We are still friends today. We've
But
never had any feelings with each other. I was helping
that's
him get out of someone's life, and today, thank God, you actually brought this up. Last week, he got full custody of that child. So good.
but
Okay,
here
wait, hold
but
on one second, guys. Hold on one
yeah.
second, guys. Emmanuel said, Sin, yes, I had a girlfriend who had a best friend that was a guy. And when we broke up, she started dating him.
Ooh.
See,
Can,
that's messy.
can I get
Um,
some of the
Yeah, that's
yams?
I'm gonna say
messy.
something problematic.
Always.
Yes.
I'm gonna say something problematic. No, this is gonna be very
Here
problematic.
we go.
This is gonna be very problematic.
Yes.
I love
Uh-huh.
it.
Men, if you have friends, if your girlfriend or spouse or whatever has a gay best friend,
Wait, Sebastian, before
sometimes
you give your problematic
Speak for
statement, hold on
yourself,
one second.
Sebastian. Speak for yourself,
Hold on,
Sebastian.
Sebastian, one second.
I can't wait.
I see what you're saying, Sarah, real talk. I totally agree with that, Diva, but the chat is saying that opposite sex can't just be friends. Oh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Because you might have good intentions, but in my life, in my experiences, and I feel like I've had a lot. Like I lived like in New York City for 10 years. I had a lot of friends. I was been around a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
And I feel that in every case, one of the parties, low key, would jump at a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel I've had issues with that with my guy friends. I personally felt platonic. Like I saw them as like brothers. Like the thought of them even in that way would freak me out. However,
Exactly.
I later found out that if I would have given the green light, they would have been like, sweet. And like that's actually a kind of gross feeling too. So it's like, oh, were you not my friend?
I think that has a lot to do with maturity.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you don't look at females or males as sexual beings, when you actually see them as human beings, I feel like that's a more of a mature place where you can kind of get past
I feel like that's more
what you're
like a thing
talking
for
about.
human, yeah. Which not
Yeah,
everyone, as we know.
exactly. Yeah. But I definitely see what you're saying because I've been in that situation quite a few
Can I
times
finish
and
what I
it's
was gonna
very
say?
uncomfortable.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
sorry, Sebastian.
Yeah, go
Go
ahead with
ahead,
your
Sebastian.
problematic statement.
So
Okay.
I can drag
That
you.
part, Bria. That part.
The
Go ahead,
gay
Sebastian.
okay. The gay best friends can be very toxic,
Yeah.
and they sometimes maybe have feelings for your man.
Oh, I'm offended.
But Sebastian, they can also not have feelings for the man and cause devastation in their relationships and cause
I
problems.
agree with you. I'm not saying that's not true. I agree with you on that
Just
too.
because they're territorial and or it doesn't even have to be a gay best friend. It could just be any friend.
It could be
Any
any
friend,
friend.
Like
It
it
thank
could
just
be
you.
be
any friend.
attention. You
But
want your
this,
friend's attention.
but this one, these type of friends, you gotta be very cautious.
Shit.
Speaking of,
Sam said, Sebastian gonna
She's
be a
doing a
problem.
whole countdown.
it was accurate. It was
Sharon
accurate.
knows.
Woo,
All right,
she said
Sebastian, you have the
5,
floor.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go with Sebastian. And yes, you're going to
Boom.
be saying something problematic. You know what? I think the message we got to get from tonight's conversation in terms of relationship is a lot of good gems that was dropped. One, give your friends the side eye. Okay, they can't be all up in the mix of your situation. Um, go ahead, Robin. Was you gonna say something? I'm sorry.
No, I was just laughing.
Okay. Yeah, give them the side eye. And like Natasha said, if you're not feeling right, you gotta tell your mate to cut that person off. I don't like your friend. So Chef Kev, if
Yes.
your mate says, I don't like your best friend of 30 years, what you doing?
My mate, my wife, I gotta cut that off. That's my wife.
What if it's your dating?
And how
Oh.
serious is it? I mean,
I
you got
agree.
because you got put it like this. I'm gonna say my truth is this. There was a time that I was homeless and my best friend gave me a place to stay. I never forget that. So you gonna have to come. You gonna have to come hard.
Oh,
You gonna have to come hard for that to happen.
oh, oh,
See,
damn.
I they kick rocks with that one, so it keeps it real.
Respect that.
Can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you keep this conversation PG and shut the drinks off, okay? Roy here, um, Roy here, your best friend of 10, 15 years. You what do you do? Somebody's giving feedback. Can everybody mute until you speak to me? Roy here, you got a best friend of 10 years. Your mate is like, I don't like him. You cut your friend off?
Um, that's going to be very hard for me. Um, Friendship is very important to me. I value friendship honestly more than at this stage of my life. I value
Mhm.
friendship more than I value a mate. Mates come and go. When I consider someone a friend, it's like a brother or a sister to me. So, I, yeah, this mate, they would have to be. We would have to be married. We would definitely have to be married for me to even consider it. Yes. We would have to be married.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna but once you get married, you're gonna consider it. But once you're engaged though, like that's you're about to get married.
I feel like a good friend wouldn't want to get in the way either.
That part, yeah, and I guess that's why I'm struggling with this because I just do not feel like I have friends.
It's a hard conversation, but somehow
Yeah.
Whitney thought Robin was a good
I
friend,
mean,
right?
maybe let's say if my mate had a friend that I did not like and
Uh-huh.
I would definitely ask my mate, yes, this is a problem for me and we need to do something about it. Can they not be friends? It depends on how problematic the situation is. Like, are we touching and feeling? Like, are we just feel, are we seeing little things? It just depends on how problematic it is.
I got you. Shan, are you dropping the good friend because your mate is like, I don't like him?
Hmm. Well, before I met my boyfriend, I had a guy friend for like 6 years.
Okay.
And like he flirted with me and stuff, but he eventually got a girlfriend and everything like that. I was single, whatever. I didn't really give him the time of day, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
turned out to be a great friend. So when I met my boyfriend and everything, I told my boyfriend, like, hey, I have this guy friend, da 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 da. At first he was like, did you guys date? And I was like, yes and no. But we dated, but we never did anything, right? But
Mm-hmm.
eventually, now my boyfriend's cool with it because this guy's in a relationship, but we really don't see each other like that. I could call him, I could cry to him, just like, you know, we're really actually friends, and we never had any sexual encounters. So it's like, so it's a tricky question for me because I feel like a real good friend is hard to find. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of female, I'd rather have guy friends than girlfriends. I do have girlfriends and guy friends, but if it was up to me, I'd rather have guy friends than female friends. I feel like guys are just easier. Like my best friend through high school, middle school, college, he was a
Mm-hmm.
gay guy. We kind of
Mm-hmm.
like drifted away because he moved to Texas. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like guys are easier to have, as friends. The jealousy is not there as much, the drama, the this. So
Mm-mm,
I feel like
Shan,
the
do not let
opposites.
these guys fool you. Guys are just as messy as girls. Trust me, they are
Exactly.
messy.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Shan,
Mm-hmm.
at the back of their
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
head, all they need to
And wait,
know is head.
I'm giving the one the side
They're
eye because
sometimes
first,
worse.
but hold on, guys, I'm giving the one the side eye because first they were friends, then they became friends that dated, then they was
No. Oh,
friends
you
that
talking about
never
me?
did nothing.
No, no.
I love you,
No.
Sam, but the story as the train continued down the track, it progressed.
She has
It
her
progressed.
calculator
But
out.
go
She's
ahead.
trying to do the
I'm
math.
deceased. We never done anything. I'm a Scorpio. I'm loyal to too loyal. But
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's easier as a girl. I feel like it's easier to be friends with guys. I love guy friends. I feel like it's easier. It's less drama. But I know guys can be messy too.
yes,
So
yes.
it's tricky. It's a tricky question, but it depends on why. Like,
I'm
why
also
don't
like
they like each other? That's important.
All
I'm
right.
also like so weird when it comes to like I could feel like I don't know, like not everyone can, I get it, but like I get like vibes, really strong
Mm-hmm.
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment I catch a vibe that feels like off with a friend, it's almost like the trust is already like starting to deplete because my
Mm-hmm.
best friends that are like we like love and support each other unconditionally, that vibe never comes. And it's kind of like your gut feeling with people. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you even have that feeling with someone, then it's not a loss if they have to go for you to save your relationship anyway?
Okay, you into cutting them off, Natasha? I ain't mad. Smoke. Are you letting go of a very good friend because your mate's like, I ain't feeling them.
Listen, before smoke go, I'm gonna get off the
Mm,
live, but I'm gonna say this. I
Yeah.
will
mm.
definitely let you go if I'm like Simone. You staying at my house for 2 weeks and you reside in the same city that we live in? That is
Ooh,
a problem. Y'all have a good night.
have a
Good
good
night,
Okay.
my
night.
dear.
Good night.
Good
That
night.
Good
Can I
that is
say
night.
a
something though?
that's a
I'm
hard
sorry.
question. That's a hard question to answer, Diva, because I also have to consider is the friend giving me signals that this person may not be good for me? and then I have to kind of, but then vice versa. If my significant other is saying the same, so it's like one way or the other. It's like I lose someone or I lose something depending on
Right.
how long I've been in a relationship. So for me, like if it's becoming a place where like I feel like it's causing an issue between me and my mate, and it's like and I could potentially lose them, and I love them. I'm like 99.9% yes, but then also my other thing on the air cards are like, what if what they're saying, like, what if they're saying was true, and I end up losing them, and then I lose a friend? So it's just like I'm damned either way. So that it's hard. But if it's a point where like they're being unreasonable, and it's just like you doing too much, and like I thought you should just let me be happy, let me be a big boy and make my decisions, and like if it's wrong, I have to take that lick.
Right. You got to live with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
respect
understand
would
what
do
you're
that.
saying. Yeah. Chef Kev, you wanted to say something really quick?
Yeah, I had an ex girlfriend who her girlfriend hit on me, and
Mm.
she took her side when
Mm.
when I turned it down and was like I didn't lean on or nothing, and she took her side. So my thing is, at the end of the day, you have to know your friend. You know what I
Oh.
mean? And then when she made the comment, my ex boyfriend didn't like it either. Well, you hint hint. You know what I mean? So it's some people are just too loyal or super loyal, whatever. So you have to. It's a tricky, like you said, it's a tricky question because it's based on the individuals. You know what I mean? It's based on the
Yeah.
individual, and you know, like when my ex, what I thought was funny when she wouldn't leave her girlfriend around me because she felt she was shady. Then why she's your girlfriend?
That's why I
Yeah.
said.
That part.
That's what I was
You
trying to
know,
say.
so it's certain people. If you my best friend and you my road dog, I can bounce out the house. You be in my house. I ain't worried about it. If
Right.
I got to think twice about it, then you shouldn't even be in my circle. If I keep my circle small, if I got to think twice about it, like I don't know, well, you know what I mean. And so
Hmm.
that's just it. It's not even just friends. But my ex-wife told me she said there's a couple of family members she wouldn't leave me around. So sometimes some people is just shady all around. It's just shady. That's who they are. And it's like
Yeah.
so it's a case on case basis. You can't really
Yeah.
genuinely say this is what you should do. You have to depend on a person. You know what I mean? So my best friend now helped me out in the worst situation. I'm not cutting that off for nobody.
No, that's understandable. But like Leslie said, that best friend said you lied. That's probably why your ex sided with the best friend.
Yeah, she picked the best friend
Yeah.
over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best friend probably said no, you was lying, and
Hmm.
she believes her best friend. Okay, Star, what do you want to say about this situation as we pull this train into the last stop?
Yo, so I'm very similar to Chef Kev and Shan, I think is her name. I don't want to mess it up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Two of
you're
my
good.
close friends are males, so I made it really clear with my ex of 9 years now that these are my friends, like, and we've been friends for a long time. Like, so I think when you communicate and you introduce and you let it be clear that that's what
Hmm.
this is, then it won't be any problems. It will only be respect. Now, if it's my husband, that's a different story if he's feeling away. Now, if it's the opposite sex, I've had, which would be a female in that case, I've had too many situations where I've been backdoored like that. Females that I thought were my friends slept with my son's father. I mean, my baby daddy. And then
Hmm.
I've had family members from when I was younger sleep with my exes.
Oh my
So for
gosh, I'm
me, yeah,
sorry.
no, I mean, listen, it happens
It
because
open
again,
it
I
opened better
really had
doors.
to learn. Yeah, I really had to learn that people are going to do what they're going to do, regardless of if you're in the picture or not. So for me, I would rather if the people love each other, if they even feel the type of way about each other, y'all go ahead and be together. That's what I feel. So at the end of it all, I would choose me and I would evaluate each situation case by case because you can get
Mhm.
backdoored by anybody and it can be backdooring you under your nose. Your husband to stay with you, be sleeping with your friend, your cousin come over like on what's the movie and you cooking Sunday dinner and they upstairs getting busy. You just don't know. So you gotta just choose yourself and you gotta just evaluate case by case. So
Can I
thank
say
you for
something?
coming up, Eva.
No, wait, hold on one second, Chef Kev. I'm sorry, I like that information you gave us. You right. You got to choose you. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you right. Anybody
Hashtag
can be.
choose you in the chat.
That part, Shan.
Yes.
Hashtags choose yourself. Yes. You know what? And it is a shame. You can get backdoored by anybody. And it's so and you're right. But my thing is, y'all go ahead and be together, but don't be playing me out.
But
That
get this,
and
Diva.
listen, I'm not into no type of violence, but that's how people get hurt.
Yep, that's how
Because
people get hurt. Cause get this, Diva, the situation that happened with my son's father, me and the
Mhm.
girl, we had hung out and everything, and like when it all came out, my cousin, she knew. And the girl was like, "Well, Sterling, you Star, you thought we were friends." That's my real name, but I use Star.
Mhm.
She's like, "You thought we were friends?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did."
You sound like
The fool
me.
I was. The fool I was.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Listen, you know what though? Those are very unfortunate situations. I went through a terrible situation and I was shocked. I was the last one to know. Last one to know. But you grow from it. But you're right. I don't care. If y'all want to be together. But have the just tell me. Don't be sneaking around. Don't jeopardize me and don't get hurt. That's all. Chef
The
Ted, what
exactly.
did you want to say to Star?
the no the best quote I heard, I was in Atlanta, and somebody said this: some people got no rules when it come to sex. Some people have no rules. You know what I mean? Some people have certain rules. Like I never. Some people just have no rules,
And
and
no
it's just like it,
class.
it is. It's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? And there are men and women who really just don't care. They going out to get theirs, and they will run all over you. If they think this person's gonna make them happy, they will run all over you. And or even if it's just for a meantime between time, it gotta be a relationship. It's a meantime between time. They will run all over you. And so what your morals and values is, you gotta have people like-minded people around you who have the same morals and values. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. All right, Natasha, any final words before we pull into this station?
I just definitely agree with Chef Kev. Um, you just have to surround yourself, because when those kind of people, like, I'm not the same kind of people as those people. So
Hmm.
if you notice that, then just distance yourself. And at the end of the day, if these people want to betray you and want to be with together, then they weren't meant to be with your life, and that was just a lesson for you. And to keep it moving always, right?
Yeah, yep, I like that. Yep, they wasn't meant to be with you. Exactly, they wasn't tied to your destiny. Sebastian, your final words?
My final words are: listen, you only live once. Speaking from experience, I would 100% wait till you are married before you cut friends out for significant others or those in relationships. If you are not married, don't listen to no person. I almost said a lot of bad. I almost said PG-13 or rated R words. Don't listen to any of them. Wait till you're married, and then you can tell your friend that I'm married now. I can't do certain things anymore. Wait till that time. But till that time, enjoy your friend while you can.
Yes. And
Wait,
Emmanuel, I agree, Emmanuel. I say engaged or married because you can't get married or pretty much engaged if they're telling you that this person is blocking our energy. So at the very least, engaged. I do agree with you,
Yeah,
Emmanuel.
that's true.
Ro-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree too. I agree too. Yeah.
yeah.
And it
Robin,
also depends how long you've had that friend too. If they're new, oh, they can go. If they're
right,
like long, then yeah.
right. Robin, your final words.
Um, this has been a very engaging and instructive chat.
Mhm.
Um, I would go on, but it seems to me that the train has overrun the station. So, with that, I'll say good night to everyone.
Thank you,
good
Robin.
night.
Good
Night,
night.
Robin.
Listen, guys. Thank you for being here. The train has pulled into the last stop. I hope y'all had a good time. We didn't serve too many drinks tonight, but we gave a lot of good gems. We dropped some gems, okay? Some really, really good gems, letting y'all know how to handle and deal with relationships. Get some of these friends the side eye, okay? Because they may not mean well for you and your relationship. So be careful. Be easy. Love, laugh, inspire, have fun, and love the one you with, not another person. All right. Listen,
Tomorrow.
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Diva,
Love
Diva,
you
Good
guys.
night.
See you next time.
wait, Diva.
Yes.
Isn't there? Doesn't the tour resume tomorrow?
The tour resumes tomorrow. But you know what? Oh no, wait. You know what? I'm sorry, Robin. No, we don't have a tour date tomorrow. We
Okay.
gotta, yeah. Thank you, Robin, though, for trying to remind me. Yes, but I will say this, guys. I forgot. I think I confused people. When I say we're going on tour, we're going on a YouTube virtual
Virtual.
channel tour, okay? So Royer and I will be going to different channels. We're going to Naughty Love. We're going to Curbs. We're possibly going to the board. We're going to Speak with Your Girl Marcella. Somebody else. Don't I hope I'm not, I can't think of the name right now. But we going on tour. We will be touring 10 channels, just going over there, hanging out with them, having a ball. Whenever we go, we will let y'all know ahead of time, hoping y'all follow us over there so we can have some fun. Listen,
Next
guys,
year, go on tour with me.
I definitely will. I definitely will, Shan. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a good night. See you next time.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Good night.